So this is a short one, since I've been making really long trash recently. And I'm in the middle of making another really long video, except that one's kind of on the back burner. It's another mech game though. Different mech game. Something about destiny. No, not that one, but flames and another blue-haired autistic main character. Cries less though. So in 2006 a game released, one no one in America knew about. I didn't even know about it till a few weeks ago. Wow, you must be thinking, Japan made a Gundam related rail shooter? Wow, it's kinda worse than Time Crisis? Yes, they did, and it's pretty charming at that, even if you do play as a dirty Zeke. Sig Zeon! The game screams at you when you enter a credit. Sig Zeon indeed. This game has you in the shoes of Kurt, in need of a haircut Roswell, if you're player 1 at least. And Robin, what is up with my facial hair Bradshaw? Two loyal Zeonic aces? New types? Whatever they are. And their journey through the 1-year war. Not sure how they got around so fast, but they're everywhere. From Jaburo to the nightmare fighting the one and only White Devil, you'll be seeing original characters as well as familiar faces from the anime, and visiting familiar battlefields. The game is a rail shooter as previously stated, but not just any rail shooter. Taking Time Crisis's gimmick of taking cover. You don't get a pedal to stand on to take action, you just move your gun off screen, effectively becoming invincible. But you are on a time limit, like in Time Crisis, so you gotta get moving, shoot fast. 2 buttons, the trigger and the other button. The trigger shoots your gun, you know, the gun, the one that's kinda weak in 0079. Then you get the other button. That button is used for different actions, along with your trigger. It's never used alone though, not sure why. If you hold down the button while aiming, it brings up the rocket launcher, the old 280mm Zaku bazooka. I mean, why not? You're a Zaku too. Pressing both the trigger and the button at the same time will cause you to do a close-range melee attack with your Heat Hawk. If you played Resident Evil, the 2 rail shooters that nobody played, think that, except you can't spam it, and it leaves you pretty vulnerable. When you aim off screen, and you press the button and the trigger, you'll lob that well-known Zaku weapon, the Cracker, stunning and damaging everyone on screen. That's it! Those are the controls! Not too much to it. The game itself isn't as linear as most rail shooters, as you get the choice of levels. Welcome to the War Record Evolution system. The harder the level, more emblems you collect. The more emblems you collect, the more levels you unlock. You can choose the easy levels, but you might not get enough emblems to do some of the harder levels later on. You get the choice of 16 levels to choose from, most being locked behind emblems. You can only play 8 levels in any single run. To experience every level, you pretty much have to play the game a minimum of 2 times. Levels themselves aren't too interesting outside of, wow, I get to be in this level that I saw in the show! Or, I played it in a previous game! Most of the suits you end up fighting against are 1-year war related suits. Mostly your generic old RGM-79s. You know, your evil brother. Well, evil from your point of view. You do see some other suits like Doms, other Zakus, Zaku 1s, the occasional Goof, some GM Sniper Customs, light armors, and hell, even the 2 Gundams from Encounters in Space. It's a game that was thrown together as a pretty generic love letter to Gundam fans, but it was still cute. Even if you still play as Dirty Zeeks. You still get your set pieces like Big Zam, your Jaburo drop, nothing we haven't really seen before. Bringing us to the story, I think. I mean, there's kind of a story. Haircut and facial hair just do stuff, not sure how canon they are to Gundam. Like, you can race Char in Jaburo to see who kills the most people, you know, just Zeon things. All this 1-year war stuff. You do a ton of garbage, like kill everyone. That's just what you do, you just kill everyone. And it all leads up to, the FED-V project. The greatest development. The RX-78-2, the White Devil. If you beat every level without continuing, You fight Amuro in the prototype Gundam. Amuro is a giant dick. You can't beat him unless you've played a fuck ton or you're just like, you're a new type. The best way is probably just to hide and then counter him, then use the finisher or whatever. Then the game's over. And you're greeted with different endings depending on how many emblems you've received. I only know of 3. The first being the easiest path available, where you play the easiest and the normal levels. You and facial hair job to Amuro, then you watch Abaoku blow up. Together. Thought I recorded it, but it fucked up. Whoops. The second being where you get around 20 or so emblems, you and your buddy fight Amuro and it cuts. Right before the final blow. The last one, you pretty much do every hard mission, and I'll just let it speak for itself. You're probably wondering what that all said, so let's get down to it. Kurt and Robin stick together, probably because they're porking each other's buttholes. I mean, space is lonely after all. They regrouped with the fleeing Char Aznable who was seen in the end. So, your boys didn't beat Amuro. He fucked you real good, he gave you the big dicky. Eventually, they ended up taking in survivors of Operation Stardust, so they made it into 0083. Still in Zaku 2s. Might have been time for an upgrade, my friends. They didn't join Hamon's Neo Zeon. Probably because, they might not like women because they like each other. I don't know. So they waited for Char's Neo Zeon instead. After that, it's all up to your imagination, or for Bandai to remember that they're characters. Somewhere along all of this, you can unlock the GP01 boss fight, but I can't do it? The vaguest answer I have to unlock it is get good, so I assume the new type rank, but I'm trash at video games. That's it. That's the game. How is it despite being a gimmick game? Well, it's fun. It has a certain charm to it, from the music that's been reused like 50 million times to an age of an arcade that's long forgotten. It's fun even if you don't know Gundam, but I'd be hard-pressed to say that it's a good game, though. It's solid. It's just a time killer, just a rail shooter with a robot skin. And maybe one day, more rail shooters will show themselves again, especially with the advent of VR. And maybe then, I can relive a time that's long past. That's it. Next time will be more robots, if I ever finish the anime, or something else. Thanks for watching.
君もエースパイロットの仲間入りというわけだ。 めでとう。
機動戦士ガンダムスピリッツ・オブ・ジオン